Okay guys, welcome. So let's go straight into it. I already downloaded the two images we'll be using for this, the first one and the second one. So first and first, what we want to do is actually fix the shadow, because that's what gives your work life. So we select the image, duplicate, then we want to make it plain black. So this is the easiest way I can do it so you understand how it works. Centralize it with the image, then bring it up, make it plain black, then we can start trying to adjust the shadow to each image. So what we want to do now, we slant it and slant it back, so we fix where the light is coming from for the shadow. So now we don't have any source of light. We're just fixing the shadow based on the light from the image. So next thing, we just want to adjust everything and make it look real as possible. So actually what I wanted to do here was just use like one of the effects here, but it wasn't working. So what we just need to do now is use blur to make it blur, then reduce it. We're going to add it back again, you understand, like, because we have to look for the best thing that makes it work. And so I think I used the overlay. I used the difference, like, because I had to duplicate the image, I had to duplicate the shadow to make it work. So now we have a perfect shadow. So you see, it's not like plain black, it's just there and it's flowing with the background. So that's how you fix shadow. Like, there are many ways you can actually fix shadow, but this one really works the best. So let's see. So right now what we want to do now is fix the color, but I don't suggest you use this one. It depends if you understand it. So the best way of fixing colors and adjustments is using the adjustment layer. So this way you don't get to lose any of the colors. You can always go back to it and adjust or readjust it anyhow you want it. So actually we want to use a very bright color. We are not working on the picture yet, so it's just more of the background for now. So let's go to the image, and now I'll be trying to adjust the image with my camera raw. Let's see how that goes. Okay, so what we actually want to do now is just give him a little bit of light, and just increase the color a little bit, my vibrance, my texture, my clarity, then a little bit of light, because we don't want it to compete with the background. The background is already enough light already, so we don't want to stress it out on that. So let's move to the next thing. We're adding the light on Falz right now, so let's see what we need to do next. So when it comes to designing, like, you actually have the liberty to try anything can work, and if it doesn't work you have to change it. So I was trying to use this ox. Let's see, I was trying to see what I could do with it, but it wasn't just working out. It's just making everything look awkward and no space. And ox actually is a very big animal, like it should be actually be bigger than Falz. So there's no space for that. So I think I had to abandon that. But let's see what I was trying to do just to make it work. Then I was trying to actually make it a little bit dark, add my lights, all of that, but trust me, it wasn't just working out. So I tweeted you, like, let's see. No, it wasn't just working there at all. I was literally trying everything possible to make that horse work, because he's having this cowboy look. So I was trying to, okay, ox will actually be a very good idea to put there, but it wasn't working because I just wanted to keep that door. I wanted to keep that door like what I imagine on the design is having the door and a background to the door. But I think I already removed the ox here. It wasn't just working well. So now what we want to do now is work on light and darkness of the picture to make it look real. Now we want Falz to be the main attraction here, so it's not supposed to compete with the background. So let's do that. So what I actually use there is we're using level for the darkness and also for the brightness. So there are many things you can use, but sometimes it's advisable to use level. Uh you can use normal brush, but trust me, it's not good because it will definitely blend with your image. So right now I'm just trying to like add a little bit dark shadow to part of his clothes and his face. Actually now we don't have any source of light coming from anywhere, so what I'm just doing like is very basic, just adding where I feel needs to have a little bit of dark and light. So I think I'll be working on the light now here. So just increase the light a little bit, then we can start putting it on each other where we have the darkness and where we have the brightness. So what we want to do now is just add a little bit of light to Falz. So using my camera roll, I had to like increase the brightness again just a little. So now we're already having like a perfect background for Falz. If I'm not doing anything more, I think I've been able to create a very real image of Falz being at the background of this door. Actually, this is not necessary. The what I'm doing right now is not necessary because I don't know. I was just playing around with this. I just wanted to see if I could have like an effect of Falz like showing on the door. But let's be real, a wood door will never like have a wood door will never ever have this, but I'm just doing it just to catch fun, just to have fun. So I'm trying to make it look like the door is actually glossy. Yeah, I was trying to make it look the door look glossy. So because it's not real, then I have to like kind of a little bit reduce it so it doesn't look awkward. I think I later removed it also. So this is the main background. This is what I wanted. I wanted the light from this background. Trust me, it's very easy. Now see, this is what I did. I had to just like put the image at the back, increase it, then I start doing my cutting. So the reason why I'm doing this, I had to like reduce the feel so I can have a perfect cut. So I can have a perfect cutout. So if you want to do something like this, it's very easy. Just reduce your background, reduce the feel, like the opacity, just reduce it, but mostly use the feel. It actually works better. So yeah, I'm actually cutting now. So because we want to make it look as real as possible. So enjoy the moment of the curtain. Yeah. So then we cut this out, then we increase our feel back. So this very easy, very simple, not hard. So what we want to do next is walk on the ground. Still the same method, nothing is changing. Just reduce, so we can have that perfect cut. You see that? So now I'm actually cutting on the main image itself, but I won't be cutting it with this. So watch this, watch my layer. You see that? You see that? You see that? Wow. So now we have everything set already. Then I'm using my brush, my dark brush. Let's clean that up, add a little bit of dark or black so it's look perfect. So you see, this is the outcome of using both images. So it's all about the concept. Right now we just want to work on the lighting. Now when you have a source of light, you need to understand how light works. So you want to be as real as possible. You don't want to fake lights because it's just going to look awkward. So we want to make the lights look as real as possible. You don't need to increase your opacity or your fill. So we just want to reduce it to pass lights. Then what I did next was introduce this guy. I already have this guy on my system. If you need it, comment below, then I'll drop a link for you where you can download it. So I know we used linear George for this to get a very good source of light coming from the outside background. So this is just it. I try to make the background a little bit dark, that's on the floor, so it looks real as possible, because the room where he is, there is no lights from that place. The light is coming from the back. So we need to understand all these things, like how your light works. Very, very important. Once you understand how light works, bro, you don't have any issue anymore. So now what we want to do is adjust the light on Falz, increase light a little bit, that is on the edges of his clothes. What this does is this: it makes it look real as possible. Then I adjusted the shadow on him, because the shadow was already gone, so we needed to readjust the shadow by increasing it a little bit. Now you see the shadow is it's back and much perfect. Now that we have source of lights coming from his back, now we can fix all the wrong side we have on fast, because we have source of light now. So we just want to get this correct as possible. So now we're adding light to Falz body. Trust me, not all the light we use is always correct on each image, but sometimes we just put them and we put and remove to get the perfect light we want to use. Now understand this: when you are fixing lights, you need to understand where your light is coming from. You can actually put your light anywhere you want it, but if you're not putting it where the light is coming from, that's going to be a problem. Like if you check where Falz is standing, where the light is coming from, so we just need to put that, because there's a door covering his back, so we don't want to emphasize light on that side, because there's no source of light coming in from there. So that's how it works. I was supposed to put, I think I put light at the back of the cap, because there's a little bit of light coming from there. So once you understand how your light works, I think you should be good to go. Then a little bit of light here. So it's what this does is this: it separates the door from Falz. Because we don't want it to look still. You understand? We don't want it to look still. That's what makes your work look real. You need to be able to make your work as clean as possible. So there's some places we will still add lights to make it look real as possible. Oh, so that's my logo. I don't think I use this anymore, but I already used it, so it's just for the video anyways. So actually I think right here I was already close to finishing, but we still need to add some lights to Falz, because this is not the overall job. We still need to do some more lighting to this. So this is just me adding a little bit of light to his trouser, because there's no source of light coming in from there. I think okay. So let's add the lights. Okay, so that's just it. Now we're adding lights to this now. So this is just to make it look as real as possible, because you see that light, you see where that light is coming from. We need to emphasize that on that part to make it look real as possible. So let's just add a little bit of light on that clothes, then we move it down a bit. Yeah, you guys are understanding this stuff right now. So even despite, at first we added some dark parts to, you see that, so I kept on adding that dark part, removing it, because I wanted to understand how that light was working there. So I think I added a little bit of light to that side. Then I think I removed it again. I added it back, something like that. So, well, it's just me trying to adjust where to fix the logo. So then again, we're still going to add lights to Falz because it's still looking as tall. So we're still going to add lights to Falz. So yeah, I'm using my smoke brush. If you also need this smoke brush, you can comment below. I'm going to send you the link on how you can download it. So we don't want the smoke to like be too shouty, it's dark already, so we just need something, something not too much, just easy flow as possible, just easy. Let me just try different types of shadow that would different kind of smoke that would work for that side. The work of smoke is to make your work look real. uh, Sometimes sometimes we always exaggerate how those smoke work, because most of the time we don't even have smoke in real life. But when you're doing creative something, you just have to add those things to it. So I think I was a little bit settled with the smoke I have here, but I was already doing too much, so I had to like clean it off. Okay, so you see that now we're having something like real, like it's something that can really happen. Oh, so I was trying to adjust my logo here. I shouldn't have. I think that was my old logo. And that was my old logo. I didn't know I emphasized more on that logo. I think I was just trying to put it somewhere just to make it work, but uh, yeah, I think I was done here with the logo. So let's see what I later did here. I think I still added a little bit of shadow to that fit, because it's that the shadow was not really then coming out anymore. So I think I did that. Then I added a little bit of black, like dark areas, to make that side look real as possible. I think I also did that to the other side as well. Yeah, I did that too. So just to like make it look very, very, very real as possible. So you guys can see, you can see how it looks like, and how it's going to be when we had those little bit of dark. So now we just want to adjust that shadow on his feet, make it look a little bit, you understand, like very real as possible. Yeah, so that's where the shadow comes in. Then I also added here too. Then I was just cleaning, adding more to the shoe. We're not using a very clear image, but I just have to do all of this. Yeah. So trust me, it was not looking real anymore. I just left it alone. So yeah, so this is how it looks like right now, and this whole stuff was done under 22 minutes, no cutting. no cutting under 22 minutes. That's how fast we're able to fix this. So now we're going back to camera roll. We want to adjust the light, everything. So camera, when you're done with your work, try to use your camera roll. Like it brings out the beauty of your job. It brings out the beauty of your work. So this is just me using my camera roll and trying different colors that makes it look super great and colorful, brings out the color as possible. So this is how it looks like then and now. Thank you guys for staying tuned.